Today, we're going to be talking about the 3-tier approach to your product launch. This is so important. Hi, I'm Norm Farrar, aka The Beard Guy, and I'm here at Digital Marketer Studio talking about Amazon, selling on Amazon. I see a lot of the sellers, they just finish a course. They're so anxious and so eager to get going with Amazon that they rush it. They don't understand where to bring out their product. And I wanted to talk to you about these 3 tiers today so you don't make this mistake. So what am I talking about? I'm going to use Dead Sea Mud as an example. So Dead Sea Mud is a saturated category. Now, are there niche categories to this? Absolutely. But I'm talking about good old Dead Sea Mud. Where's it from? The Dead Sea. It's mud from the Dead Sea. So 3 tiers, and this is with every single Amazon product. You're going to see these 3 tiers. You're going to see the lower price point. Check it out. Dead Sea Mud, $7 to $14. I don't know how anybody makes money at that, but these are 8-ounce to 16-ounce jars. The listings usually don't look that great, and you're just pushing volume. I don't know about you, but I'm not in the business to come and spend a lot of time and blood, sweat, and tears to make a couple of pennies. This is complete product cannibalization. These people are going to wipe themselves out. Now, the next tier, and there might be some other prices in between, but the next price point, the main price point I see, is $24 to $44. This is your average seller. They're going to be launching, they have some pretty nice photography, and they have it's a pretty good listing. Maybe not fully optimized, but it looks nice. And usually that 8 to 16-ounce Dead Sea Mud. The top one is, and I know I did the research on this, I know it's $75 to $95. And guess what? The $95 one is 3.5 ounces. Now it is a big brand, but it's 3.5 ounces. And if you take a look at all the brands in that tier, they're gorgeous. There is an exception, and this is somebody that should be down in the lowest tier. And that's my next point. You'll hurt your brand if you're in the wrong tier. It's a great marketing strategy. So let's say that you have a brand that has incredible packaging, marketing, images, copy from either a copywriter, or it's just well done. So your listing is completely optimized. You've got A+, you've got your storefront, you've got all these things set up. You're ready to go. Then you launch in the wrong tier. So you've got this really great high perceived value. Maybe you're putting it in the first tier. Well, people aren't going to believe it, and you'll probably fail at that tier level because you don't belong there. Now, it's completely the opposite if you've got a really horrible product, and I've seen this in the top tier where you've got somebody that's trying to get $75, but their product is terrible, the packaging is terrible, it's just plain Jane, and you'll start seeing 1 stars. You're inviting 1 and 2 stars if you're not in the proper tier. So all you have to do is figure out where you want to come out. So with Dead Sea, let's go back to that. If I just wanted to move volume, I would just go to the manufacturer, I would put 8 ounces of Dead Sea in, and I would make sure that the product photography is okay. I am not that person. I don't want to just make nickels and dimes. I would go out to that second tier. I would see what everybody else is doing, and I would try to even better the top tier. But if you can go out there and you can split test and make sure that you're in that tier, and you know your competitive research, your audience, there's no reason why you can't be in that tier or even boost it up to the next tier. Here's one of the tips that I do. I mentioned in an earlier video. I'll come out in that high tier. I have fully optimized listing like I just talked about. I know that I can compete. I've done my split testing and I know that this is a good listing. I drop it down to the second tier. And I drop it down to the second tier because it's a psychological thing. I want to go at the high end of the second tier, showing that my pricing with a digital coupon is up around the $75 rank, but I'm going to give a $20 coupon. Does that sound crazy? Well, yeah, it is a little crazy. But what's going to happen is people are psychologically going to say you're in that mid-range. You're going to have this really great product that should be much higher. And when you launch the product, you're going to get sales velocity. So it's so important when you're doing a product launch that you have that sales velocity. If you're going out at that top tier, even if you've got the best product, you have to get sales. The best way to do it is drop it down with a digital coupon, so it still looks like it's at $75 or $80, but bring it down to the $44 level or somewhere close to that. And that will get you some sales. And of course, you can do some marketing and drive some more sessions that way. But that's my 3-tier product launch strategy. I can guarantee that if you look at any product now, you can say, there's the 3 prices and this is where that product should be. And if you can see if the pricing is at the price where you would buy. It's incredibly important. And just as a buyer, see if you would buy that product or where you'd buy that product or which price point you would buy that product. So that's it for this video. If you haven't seen the other set of videos in the Amazon series, I highly recommend that you take a look at them and try them out for yourself. There's a lot of great content in there, things that you should know before you even think about getting started with Amazon.